Welcome to another episode of Where in the World is Boulder Salt? Today, we're going to talk about someplace really close to home, right here in Boulder County. And I'm really happy to welcome you, Amanda Shaffo, owner and founder of Healing Colonics in Boulder. Thanks for joining us, Amanda.
Thank you. Happy Friday.
Well, let's start by having you talk about the most profound benefits that Colonics provides to your clients, because I'll bet that'd be a learning experience for our viewers.
Yes, a lot of people don't understand the benefits. So the benefits would be helping with weight loss. I say inches over pounds. It speeds up metabolism. For a lot of my clients, that helps with gas and bloating. That's probably the top reason that people come in is if they're constipated. I have a face chart that I give clients, and your face is always talking to you. So acne, it can reduce significant acne. I think on the forehead, it's the small intestine, and from the nose to the chin, it's your large intestine. And in my 20s, I used to always break out in that area. So it's like directly related to the gut. That the number one reason is constipation. That could be the elderly clients that have too much prescription medication, to college students that are just stressed out and they go to the ER thinking they're having an ulcer. And it's like now doctors and nurses and holistic doctors and chiropractors are starting to say, I think you have stuck fecal matter. And also, like the other top clients would be like IBS, or a lot of people ask if we can flush out the small intestine like SIBO, and the device only does the large intestine. So that's their job, to eat correctly, exercise, have their salt intake to push everything over.
So it sounds like there are things that your clients can do to improve the effects of colonics. Is that what I'm hearing?
Yes, absolutely.
That must give them a greater sense of control that they can do something, and maybe they learn that they can do things they didn't know that they should be doing.
Exactly. This year, I've gotten a lot of people that have been on a wait list for their GI doctor. They go in and then they just go, "Oh, you don't have anything wrong with you." And these people know that they do have something wrong, that their fecal matter stuck. And then I feel like it's a gateway for holistic care. Like a lot of clients said to me, which kind of shocked me, that colonics was like a portal or a door that opened up to other holistic practitioners, and knowing that they can take control over their body. Where I think, unfortunately, a lot of people are still stuck in the medical system. And like, I think I've had elderly clients say, well, that's what the doctor said. And it's like they don't know to question it, but people my age and younger are definitely master questioners. And they want to take their health in their own hands and do the right things to get it back on track, basically.
Understood. And as you describe on your website, healingcolonics.com, you yourself benefited greatly from this treatment early on. How did you go from being a client to making the big decision to bring its benefits to others by opening a small business? What were some of the considerations that you thought about?
Well, my favorite thing to say is I left my corporate America job to live my best life, letting other people let go of fecal matter. But it was a process. I hired a mentor in Arizona. That's what Tony Robbins says to do, is hire somebody that's doing the model that you want to do. So I hired her, and she was literally a gift from God, and she held my hand and walked me through the whole process. I've never been a business owner. There's relatives that have, but I never personally have. So I hired the mentor, and then I even job shadowed a doctor here in Denver, a naturopath, a place that I was going to get colonics. I went into her office for the day to see, like, what is a day of getting colonics? What does that look like? And then the most shocking thing I had to do was go back to school after 20 years of not being in college or studying, and get my certification to be a colon hydrotherapist. And that's when I knew the angels were lining up. And obviously I didn't say this yet, but I have a financial background. So that's what propelled me to be able to start my own business, as I was working for financial firms. So I had the 401ks and the retirement all saved up. So it's definitely because I opened my device in Boulder, or my office, and I have two devices. So that was a big undertaking.
Sure.
But it definitely helps with couples that come in and want to have that experience together. Um, and then I also, the other advice that I would give other business owners is I did keep my full-time corporate job for 6 months and I got permission to move my home office into my business. And that's why I built up the clientele. So there's steps that I took, and I'll just share also that colonics was the one thing for me personally over 20 years. Anytime that I had an allergic reaction to something or a flare up, then colonics would reset that for me. So I just looked at my life and I was like, where's the one thing that I'm spending a lot of money on that I believe in, that I'm networking it for other people. And so it made sense to just network myself.
Sure. Well, there are a lot of things people can do to care for themselves and try to promote their own health. One of those is staying hydrated. Uh, I'm delighted that you've chosen to stock Boulder Salt to provide a potent hydration tool to your clients. How does hydration affect or perhaps even augment some of the benefits of colonics?
Well, colonics can deplete both the good and the bad bacteria. If you were to YouTube colonics 10 years ago, it was the bad narrative on it taking away the electrolytes. But nowadays, there's enough top influencers out there and other business owners on social media talking about the positives of putting electrolytes into your body. So most people feel great after a colonic, like myself, but for the new people, they may feel fatigued or experience like a slight headache, and replacing their electrolytes and also just giving them rest the rest of the day will allow them to come back into their body. Colonics is very much like getting a massage, where it's like 40 minutes of water going into the rectum, and people generally have an out of body experience where they have to come back into their body after a colonic. And electrolytes are key for that. They're 100% key to get the restore everything that the colonics may have depleted.
Well, Amanda, thanks again for making time to explain things, help people understand colonics and your business. Once again, we're just delighted that Boulder Salt can be of help to your clients as well. Thanks for enabling them to get it so easily when they're visiting you, and thanks for doing the work of standing up and operating an important business.
Well, thank you. I'm excited. I do have a lot of clients that are bodybuilders, fitness people, heavy cyclists. So I think this saw is going to be a nice addition to sell in the office. And I'm excited to network with somebody locally as well.
Very good.